How could your understanding of the laws of influence allow you to better represent your client? So how is an agent who hasn't been exposed to Confluence, if they really grasp the lessons that they're going to learn as they go through Confluence training in the future, how is that going to equip them to better communicate and represent their client?
When you're collaborating with the other realtor involved in the transaction, of course, every transaction is a little bit more smooth. So if we can apply what we're learning through the Confluence and where we're bringing in that collaboration through the Confluence Growth Academy, we are able to help our buyers and help our sellers understanding more along the way of the transaction. When you have partners involved with you and behind you, supporting you the whole way, the confluence kicks in and you do a better job for your buyers and sellers.
Understood. So it sounds like networking is a big part of Confluence.
Definitely.
Would you say that?
Definitely. Networking is definitely a huge part of collaboration and therefore a huge part of Confluence.
There you go. I see how that all connects. And do you think that Confluence plays an important part on understanding market trends and what may be coming in the future to prepare yourself from any unknowns? Is there a way that Confluence plays a factor?
The Confluence Growth Academy is designed to help realtors become better at their job, to stay up with the trends, to stay motivated, to learn new processes as they come available. Currently, the Confluence platform has multiple classes and training all available. And in the future, the Confluence Growth Academy will, of course, include additional things as the trends change. Now, something that I've always kind of utilized is that I don't have time in my real estate career to go to every training, to go to every class, to know everything. And so therefore, when I am collaborating with partners in real estate, they tell me things. And that's what this platform is designed to do, so that you personally don't have to go out and find this information. It will come to you through this platform. And that's where I see the benefit of the Confluence Growth Academy, is that it's ever changing and growing with the market.
Can you share some tips for effective communication that would align with the Confluence principles?
Are you referring to communication with other realtors or communication with your clients?
It's a good question. However, you would want to break it down. Is there a difference between both, or is my communication, whether regardless of who I'm talking to, are there some tips for effective communication that would be in alignment with the laws of Confluence, which would include collaboration and some other things? So it's one way of how can I be a more effective communicator as a real estate agent, regardless of who I'm talking to. And if you want to dive more into for this, team members or buyers and sellers, vendors, I'd love to hear.
To be a better communicator, you have to actually communicate. And what I found is that with buyers and sellers, if you set up a communication schedule, it helps not just you stay on track, but it helps them with their expectations. I find the same thing with other realtors when I'm working a deal with another realtor, because we're put in a position where we are collaborating, we are confluencing to create this transaction for this buyer and this seller. And so if we have a clear line of communication and we know what to expect of each other, I'm going to call you every Friday and let's touch base on how this transaction is going, or along those lines, every 4 days we need to touch base, find out what's up. The communication tends to be better, because if one of you forgets, the other one remembers. And that's another way that you are working together with the other parties in the transaction. Another way that you can keep the river on track.